we were into the resolution and addition of forces, if you remember, and we have solved the problem on addition of a force, and now we are solving a problem on resolution of a force. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. That's sir.
Yeah. So just give me a second. So apart from Neeraj, request everyone else to keep their microphones off. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Neeraj, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So now in this problem, what was asked? This is a 300-pound force given
Harmful.
at an angle of alpha with reference to direction AA dash and with reference to direction BB dash. Uh, the direction BB dash makes an angle of 60 degrees. ऐसे दिया है. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then we have to determine angle alpha by trigonometry. So leave this word by trigonometry for a while, knowing that the component along AA dash is 240 pound, and what is the corresponding component about BB dash. So the problem in our hand was to resolve this 300-pound force along directions AA dash and BB dash. Are you with me?
Yes.
And one observation, the angle between AA dash and BB dash is not necessarily 90 degree. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So we had to do resolution of this force R along two directions which do not have angle of 90 degree between them. And what is resolution? So by definition, I should find out a force along AA dash and another force along BB dash such that the addition of these two forces, one along AA dash and another along BB dash, turns out to be 300 pound at
Mm.
an angle alpha with reference to AA dash. Are you with
Mm.
me?
Yes.
So this was the context. This was the problem that we were trying to solve, and we did some trial and error on the direction of these components. And we know that now the component along AA dash has to be directed towards left, and component along BB dash has to be directed towards B. Are you with me?
Ye- Yes.
यहाँ तक हम आए थे. Now before we proceed to find out these components R AA dash and component of R along BB dash, that उनको हमने P bar और Q bar ऐसे भी बोला है, and we
Mm.
know that now P bar plus Q bar has to be equal to R bar. So before we proceed with that, let us first take a digress. Digress का मतलब होता है changing the topic. So let us change the topic for a while and let us go into the geometry of parallelogram once again. Hmm. For a reason which will be relevant once we discuss this. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So we have two forces P bar and Q bar, and their addition, if it has to be R bar, it has to be acquired through the completion of parallelogram that we have seen. So I have just taken this sketch which is here again, and I have drawn it here. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And angle made by Q bar with the addition R bar, we know that R bar is equal to P bar plus Q bar. This is our definition of addition of two forces. Hmm. And uh, the angle made by this addition R bar with reference to Q is alpha, and angle made by
Mm.
this R bar, that is addition of P bar and Q bar with reference to P, is beta. ये हमने
Beta.
starting से convention लिया है. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now we are going to focus our attention on this triangle which I have shaded in light blue line. Are you with me?
Yes.
Now let me redraw that triangle here. So what is the length of this side of the triangle? It is magnitude of Q bar, which is denoted by Q. Happy?
Yes.
What is the length of this side of the triangle? It is magnitude of P bar, which is denoted by P. Happy?
Ye- Yes.
And what is the length of this diagonal? It is the magnitude of addition of P bar and Q bar, and it can be denoted by letter R. Happy?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So this is in fact the corollary of parallelogram law, which you must have celebrated in your 11th and 12th standard physics by something called as a triangle law of addition of forces. Have you heard that?
Mm. Yes. Yes,
So
sir.
join the forces in from tip to tail from tail to tip fashion, and when you draw their addition, when you connect the tail of first force and tip of the last force. Do it in reverse fashion. That gives you the addition. That's what triangle loss is. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir.
But now we are not much worried about the triangle law of addition in its essence. Instead, what we are going to do is, to this triangle, we are going to apply something called a sine rule. Are you with me?
Yes.
So to know sine means to apply sine rule, I must be knowing all the angles, all the included angles of this triangle. Are you with me?
Yes.
तो जरा बताओ मुझे what is this angle? So in this triangle, this angle is alpha. So that I have written
Alpha.
it as alpha. Happy?
Yes.
What can you say about this angle? So you can see
Beta.
that it is alternate
Beta.
angle. So
Beta.
by alternate angles are equal, so therefore it is going to be equal to beta. Are you with me?
Beta. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Then what can you say about this angle? This is the angle between Q and P.
Mm.
So it is going to be
Yes.
theta. By definition, we say the angle between two forces is theta, which is equal to alpha plus beta. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, this angle is going to be equal to theta. So if it is theta, then what can you say about this angle of a triangle? It is 180 minus theta.
180 minus theta.
Yes. So we now know all the angles of a triangle. Are you with me? In
Yes.
standard
Yes,
notation,
sir.
in the
Yes.
notations that we are following from the beginning. Okay. So let us now apply sine rule. What does sine rule say? Magnitude of a side divided by sine of the angle opposite to it is equal for all sides. Are you with me? This ratio is equal
Yes.
for all sides. So
Yes.
for example, r upon sine of 180 minus theta, angle opposite to it, is equal to p, this line p upon
P.
angle opposite to it is alpha. So sine of alpha.
Alpha.
Are you with me?
Yes. Sir.
Is equal to q upon sine of beta. What is alpha? Alpha is the angle made by r with q. Are you with
Yes.
me?
Yes. Yes.
So this is the angle between r and q. This you have to always remember. And what is
Yes.
beta? Beta is the angle made by r with p. Happy?
Yes.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
is angle between r and q. This is angle between r and p. Now, this sine rule, now let us come back to this solution. We are going to apply this sine rule in order to get these two components, RAA dash bar and RBB dash bar. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so how do we apply that? So let us apply that sine rule here. Which component have I called as P bar? P bar is RAA bar,
R.
AA dash. Are you with me? So component along
Yes.
AA dash is P. Happy?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And do you know what is the addition of two components P bar and Q bar? Yes, we know it is 300. So in the first term, can I substitute R as 300? Dekho, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So R, that is addition of these two components, turns out to be 300 divided by sine of 180 minus theta. What is theta? Theta is the angle between two forces. So do we know the angle between the lines along which we need to take the components of R bar? Yes. That angle is how much? Can you tell me? Is it 180 minus 60?
Yes.
Just have a look at this diagram. I will mark that angle. देखो, angle between P bar and Q bar, that is two components
Yes.
of R bar, is 180 minus 6,
180 minus 60.
right? So it is
Yes.
120 degrees. So can I write it as 180 minus 120 degree?
Yeah.
Equal to. Now let us write down the second term. So P remains as it is. तो P तो मैं वैसे ही लिखूंगा. So it is equal to P divided by sine of angle between
Alpha.
the addition and Q. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the angle between addition and Q? So addition is 300 pound. And what is Q? We have called RBB dash as Q. So what is the
Yes.
angle between these two lines?
Mm.
Is it 180 minus 60 plus alpha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can I write it as 180 minus in bracket 60 plus alpha? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. Yes, go ahead. Is there any doubt?
No.
Okay, let us go ahead now. Then Q divided by sine of beta. What is beta, however? Beta is the angle between the resultant R, are you with me,
Yes.
and P. So what is P in our case? In our case, P is the component along AA dash. And what is R? R is 300 pound force. So this
Pound
angle
for.
is alpha. Do you agree with me?
Alpha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is going to be sine alpha. What is the question that is being asked in part A? In part A, you have been asked to find out alpha, knowing that the component along AA dash is 240. So what is component along AA
240.
dash? It is P, as per our
P.
notation.
P.
You agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you have been given that P is equal to 240. Happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
So can you exhaust first part of this relationship to get the value of alpha easily? So what is
Yeah.
alpha? So let me write down alpha. It will be equal to 300 upon sine of
So,
180 minus 120 is equal to, I am sorry, uh, let us rearrange it. In fact, on your calculator, there is no need to rearrange. You can directly solve such kind of equations. I will
yes.
teach you that in some time. But let us now go by the traditional process for time being. So I take this term on the other side. So I get sine of 180 minus 60 turns
180
out to be 120
120 minus alpha.
minus alpha.
minus.
So sine of 120 minus alpha, this has to be equal to 240 multiplied by sine of 60. Sine 60 goes on this side divided by 300. Happy?
Yes.
So 120 degree minus alpha degree, this is equal to sine inverse this quantity 240 sine theta, that is sine 60
60.
divided by, not theta, 60 divided by 300. So can you tell me what is sine inverse of this quantity in degree mode? Means put your calculators in degree mode and tell me what is the value.
Wait.
I will also calculate with you. Just give me a second. One twenty. Sorry, sine inverse of shift sine inverse of 240 sine 60 divided by 300. Is it 43.85 degree?
Wait.
Is that right? 43.85 degree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 120 degree minus alpha degree is equal to 43.85 degree. So what is value of alpha? Therefore, alpha now turns out to be 120 minus 43.85. So how much is that? Tell me. 120 minus 43.85.
76.15.
Yeah. So 76.15 degree is our first answer. It is the answer to the part A of the question. So we
Part
have
A.
found out value of alpha. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. Now what is the part B of this question? What is the corresponding value of component along BB dash? So therefore now we are going to exhaust the next part of the relationship. That is 300 divided by sine of 60. 300 divided by sine of 60 has to be equal to magnitude of second component, because Q is nothing but the component along BB dash. Are you with me? So this Q
Yes.
is also the component of R along BB dash. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And that divided by, what should I write? sine of alpha.
And
And what is the value of alpha? 76.15.
76.15.
So can we calculate now RBB dash? Yes, easily. You have to just multiply the LHS by sine of 76.15. So do that and let me know. 300 divided by sine of 60. I have tendency to do calculation errors, so I want independent checks for every sum. Multiplied by sine of 76.15. I got it as 336.338. Has anyone else got the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 338. And what should be the unit? Unit should be pounds, because
Pounds.
everything is given in pounds. You have to keep track of units as well. If you don't specify unit, the answer is incomplete. So we have solved this problem. Are you with me?
Yes.
So ये जो हमने resolution किया है, this resolution is called as non-rectangular resolution. We have discussed this earlier. Why do we call it as non-rectangular resolution? Because जिन directions के along हम components ले रहे थे, along AA dash and along BB dash, these two directions don't have an angle of 90 degree between them. So therefore, when I seek these two components and when I add these two components to get 300 pound force, the resulting diagram is parallelogram and it is not a rectangle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Rectangle is a specific case of parallelogram now. Is a specific case of parallelogram. But in this particular case, as the angle between AA dash and BB dash is not 90 degree, we end up having the parallelogram and not rectangle. So now we are going to deal with something called as rectangular components of a force. Are you with me?
Yes.
So we are going to discuss a small theory part of that, and then we are going to solve the problems on that. Theory को आप कितना भी discuss करो, unless you solve problems, that theory doesn't percolate in your brain. So therefore, we are going to give our focus more on problem solving than theory.
Yeah.
Having said that, I first must define what is a rectangular component. So let us do that first. Rectangular component of a force. So here also I am doing the operation reverse to the addition, but at the same time I am finding out two forces along the directions which are mutually orthogonal. Are you with me? So
Yes, sir.
I know this R bar and I need to resolve it along two dimensions. Now intentionally I am not taking these two dimensions as horizontal one and vertical one. Not necessary. You can choose any pair of directions which are mutually orthogonal. Are you with me?
Yes.
And it is absolutely not necessary to call the horizontal direction as x or y always. I can as well call this as x and I can call this as y. Are you with me?
Yes.
And now I am asking myself a question. How do I resolve these components along these two orthogonal directions such that their addition is r bar? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Let me call this component as p. Happy?
Yeah.
What is the angle made by this P with reference to R bar? How do we denote it? In our standard notation, we have called it as beta. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And what is the angle? Let me call the component along y direction as Q. Happy?
Yeah.
And how did I denote this? I have denoted this by letter, the angle by letter alpha. So alpha is the angle between R bar and Q, and beta is the angle between R bar and P. Happy?
R bar and P. Yes.
By the way, what is P? P is nothing but the x component of R. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So I can call P as well as the x component of R. And what is Q? Q is nothing but the y component of R. Y component of R. So I can call it as simply Ry. Happy?
Yes, sir.
ना so let us apply this साइन रूल. साइन रूल तो उसमें तो हमने ऐसा कोई assumption नहीं किया था कि दो फोर्सेस के बीच में एंगल 90, दो डायरेक्शंस के बीच में एंगल 90 डिग्री हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता है. नो, वी हैव डिराइव्ड दिस एक्सप्रेशन फॉर जनरल केस. डू यू एग्री विद मी?
Yes, sir.
So I am going to borrow the same equation and I am going to apply it here. So what is the first equation? R upon sine of 180 minus theta. So let me apply that. So I will write R upon sine of 180 minus theta. But what is theta? Theta is the angle between the two directions along which we are seeking the components. So is that angle 90 degree?
Yes.
So can I write R upon sine of 180 minus 90 because theta, the angle between two directions along which we are taking components is 90 degree. Happy?
Yes. Yes.
Ah. So this has to be equal to, what should I say? P upon sine alpha. So it has to be equal to P is Rx upon sine alpha. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And it has to be equal to, जरा बताओ मुझे, Q upon sine beta. What is Q? Q in this case is R pi. Happy?
Yes.
And divided by sine beta.
Sine beta.
Is this disturbance from your side, Neeraj?
I no, I don't.
No. So Alisha, please mute your microphone. Only Neeraj will keep the microphone on. All others to mute their microphones. Okay. Now let us go ahead. So R upon sine of 180 minus 90 degree. So what is sine of 180 minus 90 degree? It is sine of 90 degree. It is 1. Do you agree with me?
One. Yes, sir.
So now we get an expression Rx is equal to sine alpha. Happy?
Yeah.
R sine alpha.
Yes.
And Ry is
Yes,
equal
sir.
to R sine beta. Happy?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how do you express beta in terms of alpha? Is it 90 minus alpha?
Yes. Yes.
So can I write Ry equal to R of sine 90 minus alpha?
Yes.
So therefore, what is sine of 90 minus alpha? Sine of 90 minus alpha is cos alpha.
Okay.
So can I write Ry as R cos alpha? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So now
Yes, sir.
I can express Rx and Ry in terms of alpha and R. कैसे? R cos alpha is the y component and R sin alpha is the x component. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
अच्छा, cos component कौन सा है? Cos component वो है जहां पे मुझे component और R के बीच में अल्फा दिखता है. Are you with me?
Yes.
So therefore, जिसके बीच में अल्फा वो कंपोनेंट cos alpha. ये ध्यान में रखना. Are you with me?
हाँ, sir.
So therefore, as the angle alpha prevails between y and r, y component will be r cos alpha and x component will be r sin alpha. Happy?
Yes.
Now, let us express these components in terms of beta. Are you with me?
Yes.
So let me express these components in terms of beta. So what can I write about Rx? Rx is equal to R sin 90 minus beta. Do you agree with me?
Yeah.
Because alpha is 90 minus beta. So what can you say about Rx? Rx is R cos beta. Are you
Yes.
with me?
Yes.
And Ry is R sin beta. वो तो है ही.
Yes.
So I can even express these rectangular components in terms of angle beta and R. So देखो R sin beta will be the component along y and R cos beta will be the component along x because beta is the angle between R bar and x. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, तो जिसके बीच में थीटा वो कंपोनेंट कॉस थीटा, ये हमेशा ध्यान में रखना. हैप्पी?
हाँ.
There is a
Yes.
geometry, of course, like behind whatever I am saying, but you can remember this simply as जिसके बीच में बीटा वो कंपोनेंट कॉस बीटा और जिसके बीच में थीटा वो कंपोनेंट कॉस थीटा. That trick will work for
Yes.
rectangular components. So mind you, आपको ये पता है पहले से, you must have learned this in 11th and 12th standard physics, that R cos beta and R sin beta or R sin alpha and R cos beta are the components of R along x and y directions. ये आपको पता है. But mind you, these expressions hold good only when the angle between x and y is 90 degree. Are you with me?
Yes.
If you are finding out non-rectangular component, then this term sine of 180 minus 180 does not vanish, and then you cannot simply say the component as cos and means r cos alpha and r cos beta. नहीं हो सकता. Are you with me?
Cos.
Are you with
हाँ.
me?
Yes.
So therefore,
Yes, sir.
we have to understand that only when these are rectangular components, then we can express them in terms of r cos alpha and r sin alpha, or r cos beta and r sin beta, not otherwise. Fine. So having said that, now we have three problems in line that we have to solve based on this rectangular resolution of the forces. But we will also solve the problems which we have solved earlier using the another alternate method of rectangular resolution. Are you with me?
Rectangle. Yes.
हाँ, so ये जो प्रॉब्लम हमने सॉल्व किया ना, P1, प्रॉब्लम नंबर 1 and problem number 2, these two
हाँ.
problems, not problem number 2 to be precise, but first problem that we have solved, that we are going to resolve it by alternate method. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is method 2, where I am going to use now rectangular components. So can you read the problem
Rectangular.
statement for me once again?
A steel tank is to be positioned in an excavation, knowing that alpha equals to 20 degree. Determine A, the required magnitude of the force P if the resultant R of the two forces applied at A is to be vertical. B, the corresponding magnitude of R.
Correct. So what I am going to do is I am going to borrow this figure here. And what is the condition that is put on the addition of these two forces? It has to be vertical. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
देखो क्या condition है. The required magnitude of force P and resultant R of the two forces applied at if the resultant R of two forces applied at A is to be vertical. So I said in the last problem that we have not defined the word resultant. So for time being, consider it as addition of two forces P and 425 pound. इन दोनों की addition कितनी क्या है? R है.
B.
With me.
R.
And that
Yes,
R
sir.
needs to be vertical is the question, is the narrative set in the question. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so naturally it is said to us that this vertical direction we are going to choose as one of the directions, and I am going to call it as Y. I could have as well called it as X, Z, whatever you want, but right now I am calling it as Y. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And now if we are solving the problem by rectangular components, naturally this direction I am going to call it as X. Happy?
Yes.
The angle between X and Y is 90 degree. You will agree. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Ah. Now what is being said? You want the resultant of these two forces or addition of these two forces to be vertical. So now if I were to find out the addition of these two forces, तो मैं इसको दूसरे approach से भी देख सकता हूँ. What I will do is I will resolve all the forces along X and Y directions respectively. Happy?
Yes.
So let us say there are three forces, two or three forces acting on a body. I will find out their X and Y components. So यहाँ पे
Yes.
कितने फोर्स एक्ट हो रहे हैं? दो फोर्स एक्ट हो रहे हैं. One is P and
So,
another is 425 pound. Do you agree with me?
425 pounds. Yes.
So let me call this as Q bar and let me call this force as P bar. So
P bar.
P bar and Q bar are the two forces which are acting on this hook. Happy?
Yes.
चलो मैं इस इन फोर्सेस को फॉर सम रीजन आई एम गोइंग टू रिजॉल्व देम अलोंग एक्स एंड वाई डायरेक्शन. कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द एक्स कंपोनेंट ऑफ पी?
P cos alpha.
यस, जिसके बीच में अल्फा वो कंपोनेंट कॉस अल्फा. So as I am now resolving P along two orthogonal directions, this component is going to be P cos alpha. Happy?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the Y component of P? P
P sin.
P
sin alpha.
sin 30.
No, not 30. Sin
Yes,
alpha.
yes.
Alpha is the angle made with reference to X. I am finding out the component along Y. It has to be equal to P sin alpha. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, similarly, what is the X component of Q? Bolo. Tell me.
P.
Q Is
Q
it?
cos 30.
Q cos 30. But now you have to be very careful. We have called this direction of x as positive and this direction of y as positive. Therefore, इसका जो component है, that is going to be on the negative side along x. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If I were to resolve this Q, that is 425 Newton along x and y, I have no choice than having these two components in this fashion. Along y, it should be upward. Along x, it should be towards left. Then only if I complete the parallelogram, which appears as a rectangle here, will be on the will give you 425 lb. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, the component of this 425 pound in x direction has to be negative. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
And what is the value of Q? Value of Q is 4.
425.
425.
Great. What is the Y component of Q? Tell me. Now, this
Q.
Y component is going to be directed upward. हमेशा ये ध्यान रखना 425 ये एडिशन होने के लिए आपको कंपोनेंट्स कैसे चाहिए such that the parallelogram or rectangle completed will give you the 425 pound as addition. तो y के along upward component ही चाहिए होगा तो ही उनके एडिशन 425 इस क्वाड्रेंट में आ सकते हैं.
425.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the component? It will be
Yes.
425 sin 30. Happy?
Small that. Yes.
425 sin 30. So we have written down the rectangular components of both the forces. इसमें किसी को डाउट है तो अभी पूछ लो because we are going to do this repeatedly in this course. Are you with me? Neeraj?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now, अब जरा मुझे बताओ इन दोनों के एडिशन अगर R है, if addition of these two forces is R, then what is the x component of R? X component of R must be summation of x components of P and Q. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Because R is the sum of P bar and Q bar, so x component of R must also be the sum of x component of P and Q bar. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Similarly, what is Ry? Y component of addition of P bar and Q bar? It is summation of Y components of P and Q. Do you agree with me?
P and Q. Yes.
Of course, with sign, we are going to add them with sign. That's for sure. So this we represent it as summation fx. जो भी फोर्सेस बॉडी के ऊपर एक्ट हो रहे हैं उनके अगर x कंपोनेंट्स की मैं सम लेता हूं that sum has to be the x component of addition of all those forces. Are you with me?
Yes.
सिमिलरली जो भी फोर्सेस बॉडी के ऊपर एक्ट हो रहे हैं उनके y कंपोनेंट के अगर मैं सम लेता हूं that sum has to be the addition of that sum has to be the y component of addition of all those forces. Happy?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the logic that I am now going to apply. So now, what is the x component of resultant? Chalo, x component of resultant is p cos alpha. Happy?
Minus
Yeah.
425 cos 30.
Minus 425 cos 30. Are you with me?
Yes.
What is the y component of resultant? बोलो.
P sin alpha.
P
Sin alpha plus
sin alpha
425 sin
plus
30.
425
Good.
sin 30. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So अगर मुझे ये पिक्चोरियली दिखाना है तो मैं कैसे दिखाऊं? So R will be something like this. Happy? This is x and this is y. है कि नहीं?
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
अब जरा मुझे बताओ what is the condition given on R? This is Rx, let us say, and this is Ry. मैंने intentionally आपको ये दिखाया है. This is Rx and Ry. Let us see. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
This is x component and this is y component. इन दोनों की addition ये R है. But what is the condition? So can you tell me what is the magnitude of r? Magnitude of r, will it be square root of rx square plus ry square?
Yes.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
You can use the geometry and you can see magnitude of r is nothing but the diagonal of this right angle triangle. This is rx, this is ry, so it is going to be square root of rx square plus ry square. Happy?
Yes.
And what is the angle theta made by r with reference to x-axis? With reference to x-axis, is it tan inverse of ry upon rx? देखो,
Yeah.
tan inverse of ry upon rx. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
देखो, this line, this is ry, this is rx. Look at this right angle triangle. Tan theta is opposite side upon adjacent side. It is ry upon rx. So therefore, tan inverse of ry upon rx is theta. This is the angle made by resultant with reference to x-axis. Happy?
Yes.
So this is digress. This has nothing to do with the problem. But at this juncture, I would like, means I wanted to tell you this. So this was direct, and this was digress. Now tell me, what is the condition that is given on R? R has to be vertical. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
If R has to be vertical, isn't it obvious that Rx needs to be 0?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For R
Yes,
to be
sir.
vertical, we must have. So I am now writing down the condition. For R to be vertical, Rx must systematically vanish. Rx must be 0. Happy?
Yes,
So
sir.
now Rx, equate this Rx to 0 and you will get cos alpha. So P cos, you will get one equation. P cos alpha is equal to 425 cos 30. Happy?
Yes.
Now, is alpha given in the problem? Knowing that alpha is 20 degree. So we know the value of alpha. Happy?
Yes.
Yes.
So therefore, P must be equal to 425, not theta, cos 30. I'm sorry. Cos 30 है ना? हाँ. 425 cos 30 divided by cos of 20. Tell me how much is this? What is the value of P? Yes, go ahead. Please take calculations very seriously. You should do this
Yes.
calculation judiciously in every class. So 425 cos 30 divided by cos of 20.
That is 391.68.
391.
391.68 pounds. And is this same as what we have got in earlier case? Yes, देखो.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
So even by the first method where we used the parallelogram law, and in the second method where we have used the rectangular components, we get the same answer. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes.
Now, which method do you think
Yes,
is
sir.
easy? Which one is easy? The earlier one or this one?
This one.
Earlier one, there are complicated
This.
equations that you need to solve. Are you
This
with me?
one.
So the second method becomes easy, and that's why
Yes.
rectangular components of the forces are very popular. You must have dealt with rectangular components quite often in your physics and vector mathematics classes. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So P is, what is the second part of this problem now? Find out the magnitude of R. So how will you do that? So now magnitude, once Rx is 0, the magnitude of R is square root of Ry square. That is nothing but Ry. So Ry itself becomes the magnitude of R. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So magnitude of R is Ry, and Ry is how much? So Ry we have it here. P sine alpha plus 425 sine 30. So 391.68 0.68 sine of 20 degree plus 425 sine 30. So tell me how much is that? It turns out to be 346.
346.46.
I got it as 346.12. There may be some rounding of error. That's all right. These many pounds is the magnitude of R bar. And have we got the same thing in the previous method? Yes, 346.46. So here also you are getting 346.46. Is it?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because I used 390.68. It should be 391.68. Right. I was wrong. So 346.46. So we get exactly the same answer. This is the confirmation. So whether you use the path of parallelogram law of addition of forces or whether you use the path of
Or
resolving every force with
rectangle.
rectangular components and then adding up the components along x and y and then find out r, both lead to the same answer. The second path of resolving the forces using rectangular components along rectangular directions is much easier. So we often use that in mechanics. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let us go ahead with the next problem. Can you read the problem statement for me, Neeraj?
The hydraulic cylinder BD exerts on a member ABC a force P directed along BD, knowing that P must have 750 Newton component perpendicular to member ABC. Determine the magnitude of the force P and its component parallel to ABC.
So the important part that you must notice in this problem statement is the problem does not specify which method are you going to use, whether you are going to exhaust parallelogram law or whether you are going to use rectangular components. ये बोला नहीं
The
जाता.
components.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Nobody is
Yes,
going
sir.
to tell you that. You are the best judge of that. तो अब जरा यहाँ पे देखो, एक जगह पे इन्होंने क्या पूछा है, 750 न्यूटन कंपोनेंट परपेंडिकुलर टू एबीसी. Are you with me?
Yes.
और कंपोनेंट पैरेलल टू एबीसी ये भी पूछा है. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So indirectly, not explicitly, but implicitly it has been implied that you should resolve all the forces along two directions which are mutually orthogonal. One is along ABC and another is perpendicular to ABC. Happy?
Yes.
So indirectly it has been told that you have to use rectangular components. That is the first thing to observe. Second thing to observe is there is a force Q given at A. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Is there any mention of this Q in this problem statement? Yes, Neeraj?
No.
No. So therefore, this is additional data. This we don't require. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This data is given just for the completeness of the problem. देखो, when you apply Q here, then only there will be a force in member BD. अगर यहाँ पे Q apply नहीं किया तो BD में force होगा ही नहीं. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So only to make the problem physically relevant, this data has been given. Are you with me?
Yeah. Yeah.
That is the another thing that you must observe. Now, problem solving is one thing, but you should also read in between the lines. Now, tell me, where have you seen this kind of system? ये system आपने कहाँ देखा है?
Mm. Doors.
Seen the door stoppers?
Yes, doors. Door
हाँ.
stopper.
So that precisely is this system. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
And hydraulic cylinder BD is the element that provides slow closing of the door once it is slow and automatic closing of the door once it is open. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So we have now understood ये problem के सारे नुक्स हमने समझ लिए कि क्या exactly किसके बारे में ये problem है. Now let us try to solve the problem. The hydraulic cylinder BD exerts on member ABC a force of P directed along line BD. So therefore अब जरा यहाँ पे देखो मैं क्या draw करने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. This is line ABC. So I am drawing the line view of a 2D element. This is line ABC. Are you with me?
Yes.
It makes an angle of 60 degree with the vertical. वर्टिकल के साथ इसने कितना एंगल बनाया है? 60 degrees. Happy?
60 degree.
And
Yes.
then at B, this hydraulic cylinder exert a force P directed along BD. So this is line BD. Are you with me?
Yes.
And along this line BD, force P is exerted like this. Happy? What is the angle made by this
Yeah.
force with reference to?
50. 50.
So I have not drawn it correctly.
50.
एक minute. फिर से draw करते हैं. हाँ. So now this angle is 50 degree. Happy?
Yes.
So this is the angle made by this force P. Happy?
Yes.
And what is the magnitude of P bar? So what is the given data? Magnitude of P bar is 750 Newton. Happy?
Yes.
No, knowing that P must have 750 Newton component along the direction perpendicular to ABC. So the magnitude of P bar is not given. And now we have been indirectly asked to resolve this P along two directions. One along ABC and another perpendicular to ABC. Happy?
Yes.
So how do I resolve it? How do I draw this pictorially? कैसे दिखेगा? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a perpendicular on ABC from here. Happy?
Yes.
So this component of the force, ये वाला component, and this component, इनकी addition P होगी. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So what should I call this component? I will call this component as component of P perpendicular to ABC. Happy?
Yeah. Yes.
What should I call this component? I will call it as a component of P parallel to ABC. Happy?
Yes.
Now you will understand that it is very difficult to use such kind of notations here. So instead, what I can do is I can call this direction as X, positive X. Happy?
Yes.
And then I can call this direction as Y. And angle between these two lines is 90 degree. Happy?
Yes.
You can choose positive X any way you want. I have chosen it towards left and down as positive for X and Y. You can choose alternatively. It's all right. Are you with me?
Yes. Sir.
Okay. So this P perpendicular to ABC, can I call it as PY? देखो, it is component of P along Y.
Yes.
Agreed?
Right.
And can I call
Yes.
this P parallel to ABC as PX?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. And we know that PX bar plus PY bar,
Yes, sir.
this has to be equal to P bar. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is given to you? Knowing that a P must have 750 Newton as a component perpendicular to member ABC. So this has been given as 750. Happy?
Yes.
So magnitude of PY bar is equal to Y component of force is given as 750 Newton.
750.
Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
और आपको find out क्या करना है? You need to find out the component parallel to ABC. Happy?
Yes.
Okay, chalo. So now tell me, what I want to now find out the component of P parallel to ABC. So should I be knowing this angle?
Yes.
And how do I calculate that angle using geometry? Bolo.
Sir, it will be 50.
How?
Sir, what angle?
No, it is not alternate angle because 50 is the
We
angle
can.
made by P with reference to horizontal. Are you with me?
Yes.
हाँ. So अब
Yes.
जरा देखो मैं क्या कहने वाला हूँ. This is very important. यहाँ पे फिर से रीड्रॉ करता हूँ दिस स्केच. दिस इज लाइन ABC. Or let me do it this way. This is A, B, C. Happy? This ABC has made angle of 60 degree with vertical. Happy? Are you with me?
Yes.
So what is the angle this line ABC
Yes,
makes
sir.
with the horizontal? Horizontal के साथ बनाया हुआ एंगल कितना है?
90.
Will it be 30
30.
degree? Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So that means this line ABC makes an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. Happy?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yes.
अब जरा यहाँ पे ध्यान दो. Just pay attention here. This P makes an angle of, this is P, it makes an angle of 50 degree with the horizontal. Do you agree with me? देखो,
Yes. Yes,
this
sir.
angle is given as 50 degree. Now,
Yes.
if I draw a horizontal line through tip of this P, तो ये एंगल भी 50 डिग्री होगा. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Because this horizontal line is parallel to this horizontal line, and then alternate angles are equal, so therefore this angle is 50 degree. Happy?
Yes.
And now through this point only I am going to draw line ABC. ABC makes an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So I will draw a line making an angle of 30 degrees with the horizontal.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
हॉरिजॉन्टल के साथ 30 डिग्री एंगल करने वाला लाइन मैंने ड्रॉ किया. कैन आई कॉल दिस लाइन एज लाइन ABC? Yes, because line ABC
Yes.
makes an angle of 30 degree with the horizontal. Happy?
Yes.
So what is the angle made by this P with line ABC? Total 50 minus this 30.
50
So
minus
is this angle 20 degree?
20
20.
degree.
Yes.
Yes. So therefore, angle made by P with ABC is 20 degree. Can I write this angle as 20 degree?
Yeah.
By geometry. Happy?
Yeah. Yes.
Now, can we write down component of this P, component of this P in the direction perpendicular to ABC? तो जिसके बीच में थीटा वो कंपोनेंट cos थीटा. So the angle between P bar and X is 20 degree. So X component will be P cos theta and its Y
P cos
component
theta.
will be P sin theta. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So what is Y component of P? It is
P
P
cos 20.
sin 20. Y component is P sin 20. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yes.
इसके बीच में थीटा वो कंपोनेंट cos थीटा. So its X component is P cos theta, but Y component is P sin 20. P sin 20. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And P sin 20 is in which direction? Will it be in upward direction or downward direction? So it has to be in this direction.
Downward.
Upward.
Yeah.
देखो, P is acting in this fashion. If component along ABC and component perpendicular to ABC should add up to this P bar, there is no other go than this Y component being in upward direction. Are you with me?
Yes.
So if it is in upward direction, that means I will have to write this as minus P sin 20. Happy?
Yes.
This is minus P sin 20. But its magnitude is given as 750. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So magnitude of minus P sin 20 has to be equal to 750. Happy?
Yeah.
So what is the magnitude of minus p sine 20? It is simply p sine 20. So p sine 20 is ought to be equal to 750.
750.
So what is the value of p? P will be equal to
750
750 divided by sine 20. Can you tell me how much it is?
750. Yes.
750 divided by sine 20. So I am getting it as 2192.85. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
2192.85. What is the unit given? न्यूटन दिया है तो ये यूनिट
Newton.
भी न्यूटन होगा. Are you with me?
Yes.
2192.85 Newton is the value of P. So have we addressed the first part, magnitude of P? Have we found out? Yes. Now we have to find out its component parallel to ABC. So what is that component? P cos 20.
P constant.
So Px, magnitude of Px is going to be equal to P cos
Cos 20.
20. So it is going to be 2192.85 cos of 20. Can you tell me how much is that? 2192.85 cos of 20. I am getting it as 2060.60.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
60 Newton. I hope it was clear. So the entire catch was in understanding the geometry of the problem. Are you with me?
Yes.
So you had to find out the angle made by P either along ABC, along the direction ABC, or with reference to the direction perpendicular to ABC. कौन सा भी एक angle आपने find out किया, तो you can write down the components of P along those two orthogonal directions. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So this was problem number 3. Now can you read problem number 4 for me? Oh, it's already
Knowing that
26. So we will stop here and we will solve these two problems in the next class. Are you with me?
yes.
Okay. You can put your attendance in the attendance link which I have already shared. So for newly joined students, you can please repaste that link in the chat box and mark your attendance in next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay? Neeraj?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Please repaste the link in chat box so that
Yeah.
new students can mark the attendance. And
Okay.
we will stop here today. If anyone has doubt, you can ask me now.